Hey, good people of YouTube, this is Adam aka Weekly Game Night, and today I will be doing unboxing of Runar, the newest game by Ludus Magnus Studio that will launch on Kickstarter on November 29th, so save the date, because I have already played this game at Essen and it was awesome, although I didn't get all the rules right. Well, but I'm so eager to play it again and again pretty soon. So this game is designed by Diego Fonseca and it's the author of the other Ludus Magnus games like Sine Tempore or Dungeonology, or for example Black Rose Wars Rebirth. So, well, as you can see, this is pretty big box. I have this standard size box for Destinies. Just to compare these two boxes, pretty much Runar is the double size of the standard game box. So yeah, big boy, and this is just the core edition, and keep in mind that it's a prototype, so you can probably expect better quality and of course more elements for the game once the Kickstarter campaign is successful, and I really believe it will be successful. Well, I have also used this climatic game mat from Game Toppers to fit the game, and I think Viking mat, Viking game, well, because Runar is a game in which heroes travel to the faraway land, and in this land they fight and they try to evolve and gather as many runic gems as possible. It's in a nutshell, of course. But, well, let's open the box and take a look inside. Well, we'll start off by doing some punching out. Anyways, so as you can see, these are the punch boards with different tokens, like defense tokens, Nemesis token, shards, blue shards over here, position tokens, some men here that you will assemble, well, some trophies. As you can see, plenty of tokens. Of course, these are all double-sided. Well, okay, let's keep... Oh, so we have another punch board, but I think the mailman already punched it out for me. So, well, thanks mailman. Well, anyways, okay, so these are the statues that you will assemble on your own. Let me show you. So basically, you will do something like that to create a level for a statue, and you will stack one on the other, because in this game you can build statues as well. So this is pretty much something as you could find in, for example, Heroes of Lantern Sea or Merchant's Cove or Nova Etas, for which I'm still waiting eagerly because I can't wait to play this other title from Ludus Magnus. Well, so each clan, there are four clans in the game, each clan will have its own statue and will be able to build different levels of statues. So let me take off these already punched out cardboard elements, and we get to the good part, which is miniatures. Okay, so miniatures of Runar. Of course, this is a Nordic themed game, so you can expect Nordic themed miniatures, but look at that beauty. Just take a look. Ludus Magnus is known for the high quality miniatures, and these are no different. And well, you can feel the comic style in the sculpts of these miniatures, and just keep in mind, as I said, this is a prototype version, probably 3D printed, I would say, and they will be even better once they hit the final production. But as you can see, logo of Ludus Magnus over here. Each of these mini is a mini miracle, I would say. So look at those heroes like Brandr here, or I don't know, probably Helga, I might be wrong, but in the game you will find, I believe 12 heroes, and you will get to choose, before the campaign starts, you will get to choose three of these heroes for each of the player. And this game is a campaign-based game, so basically you will be playing 5 scenarios campaign, but at each point you will choose one of the 2 scenarios, so there's 10 scenarios for the campaign, but you will play only 5. Authors promised a lot of longevity, yeah, and a lot of replayability, so, well, fingers crossed for that. So you will choose 3 heroes, and as you play campaign, they will become stronger, because this is a versus campaign. You will compete with other players. Basically, you will land on a map and then fight. Not only fight, but you do some different tricks, build statues, complete missions, and get points for knocking out opponents, get points for completing missions, as I said, and gathering yellow and blue shards. So, high quality miniatures for heroes and enemies. These 2 are for the enemies. And I really like these miniatures. So let's move on to the next part. Let's see what was underneath. Well, here we have a couple of different elements, and let me start off by showing you the player dashboards. So these are the player dashboards. You will place the action cubes over here. Action cubes is a very neat mechanic of this game. So you will generate action cubes from cards that you will be playing, and with these cubes you will be able to perform different actions. Let me show you the cubes. These are just, over here. These are just simple little cubes, but they are different color because there is an instinct, strength, agility, and wild cube, and each of these is responsible for different actions you may perform. So first you will need to generate this, place it over here, and then in order to perform an action you will use this. So this game has some optimization to it, and the optimization part is really interesting. Actually, I wasn't sure at SN what I should do, but I will do better next time I play it. So you will place different cards over here, your deck of cards, some damage cards as well. Here is the tracker for different shards that you will be gathering throughout the game. So this game comes with four hero dashboards, because there is up to 4 players possibility to play this game. Well, next we have the fate board. I believe that's the correct name for this element. On the fate board you will see victory points track, places in which you will place events or missions. I will show you that later on, and also probably you will draw fate card from here. I will show you that in the later on. Well, one of the tracks in the game. Another one is the Nemesis board, which I have no idea. Which I have no idea how it works, because I have not played this game with the Nemesis yet. But basically you will place Nemesis enemies over here. There is some track for them, and there are some cards, probably special cards as well. Well, it's double-sided. So that was the Nemesis track. Well, next we have some clan and Nemesis tokens. Wooden ones. Cool. Cool. We have also pack of standees. So you can basically choose any hero. It can be Frida, Helga, Brandr, Hrafn, and you get it. But when you choose, you can only choose one clan, and this clan will be distinguished by color, and you will get 3 standees, and you will place your hero miniature in the standees on the game board. So let's say this is my mighty team that I have chosen. Yeah, and you as well. Okay, so as you can see, there are 3 shards, so we can distinguish these different characters on the field of the battle. Well, next, we have some more tokens. And let's get to the cards. Well, where do we start? Okay, let me show you how cool is the art style of this game. And once again, Ludus Magnus knows their job, and they do it perfectly because the graphic design is simply magnificent. These are the hero cards, and each hero has some movement value points, some action cubes, some shields for defending against the attacks, and some special skill that can be triggered. Well, but look at the graphic design. Halvard. Yep. Oh, and there is some promo cards, so these are double-sided. Aren't they beautiful? I would say they definitely are. They are so kind of a comic cartoon, but you know, still very, very interesting and appealing. Yeah, you got to love this. Well, next we get to the promo card. So while we are at the promo cards, Runar is launching on Kickstarter on November 29th. So make sure to check this game out, because I believe that this is the core game. They will probably do some expansions, which they usually do, and you can hope for plenty more content if the campaign is successful, and it will be. It will be, because Runar deserves this. It's a mighty fine game. Well, this is also some reference card, and this is the scenario card. I believe only one in this prototype, but as you can imagine, there will be plenty more in the final version of the game. And of course, the quality of the cards will be standard one, and these are just for the prototype purposes. So, well, next we have some phases, breakdown, and dice reference sheet. So as I said, you will generate these dice. These are your resources that you will be basically burning to perform different actions. So with blue dice, you will be able to collect, attack, or trigger. With agility dice, you will be able to move, push objects. You can basically push hero into a trap, for example, or throw shards or other objects, I believe. And the yellow one, the instinct cube, is for collecting defense and response. So, oh, and there is a wild one, and basically it works as any of these cubes. Wild ones are the most, maybe not important, but the strongest. As you can see, these reference sheets are made for all of the 4 players, which I really appreciate. Not all publishers do that. It's a simple thing, right? But believe me, not all publishers do these reference sheets, and they are very helpful, especially in the beginning stages when you're learning about the game. Next, well, let's get to the player deck of cards, and once again, please pay attention to the graphic design. So each of the hero will get his own deck of cards. I believe there are 10 cards for each of the heroes, and the cards will generate you some cubes, for which you will be able to perform different actions. As you can see, there are stronger ones that generates more cubes, or not so strong ones. Well, and this is a thick stack of cards, because there is 9 heroes, 10 cards, probably overall 90 cards for all of the heroes. Let me just zoom it in so you can see it. You can take a closer look at the graphics for different characters. And as I said, I really dig the visuals of Runar. Brander looks like some kind of a druid. Probably he is a druid, but funny guy. Well, so this is the deck of character cards. And next, let's get, oh, maybe let me show you the Nemesis cards as well. So these are the Nemesis cards in this prototype, maybe even in the core, but I'm not 100% sure. There are 3 different enemies: Jarl, Berserk, and Headless V, some kind of a wild boar. Anyways, as you can see, graphic style is of course consistent across all the elements of the game. It's colorful, it's Nordic, and it's entertaining as hell. Well, next, we have one card, artifact card. Okay, let me take it over, let me put it over there, and now we get to the events. So, as you play Runar, you will be drawing event cards, and when you draw event card, you will immediately gain something, probably, or there will be some action to perform, whatever. But also at the bottom of their card, there is a let's say kind of a quest that will yield you some point in the end of the game. So let me show you the fate board. So you will be placing these cards like that, and as you progress throughout the game, there will be new objectives in the game available. So you don't really know at the beginning of the game, you don't really know what will yield you the victory points, and basically every scenario will be different because of that. You can think of the quest in Black Rose Wars, but these are global. These are global for everyone. Well, and there are missions cards as well. Let me show you one of these. So the player or players who has the stele with the most segments in their territory gains 2 victory points, and the players with the least segments in their territory loses 1 victory point. So these are the mission cards. So the game kind of unfolds while you play it, because you don't know everything in the beginning. Well, next we have different, I believe, item cards. And once again, graphic style, wow. Yep. And we have fate cards. So basically, you will be drawing these and you will be choosing where to place shards. This shows you where on the board you should place the shards. So there is a whole deck of these different fate cards, and some other cards as well, and inspiration cards used when your hero is knocked out. Oh, okay, even the back cover of the card is amazing. Yep. And okay, these are mixed cards, also events over here. Okay, well, next we have another deck of, oh no, okay, we are already out of cards, and let me show you the game map. Actually, the game board, but it's a map in a way. So this is the game board. It's square. It's of a size, I would say, Blood Rage game board. And it's divided into different regions, the big squares, and each of them is divided into fields, and they are divided into nine, let's say, sectors, whatever, and your miniatures will be moving from one place to another just like that. So you can basically only finish your movement on one of these symbols, and you will also place traps, obstacles, shards, statues. When you place it all on the board, the table presence is really impressive, and it elevates the experience of the game. Well, I will zoom in a little bit to show you some details of the game board. Thick cardboard with some, I don't know if you can see it, with some reflective coating to some of the parts of the terrain. And I really like it. It's colorful and it becomes alive when you play Runar and fill it with all the miniatures and other game elements. Well, basically I believe that's it. Is there something underneath? No. Okay, so as you can see, this is some cardboard element, but please remember, this is just the prototype, and for a prototype it's pretty darn fine, and in the final version expect something even better. I hope for some kind of an insert, but well, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Basically, guys, that's it. So Runar is launching on Kickstarter on November 29th, and I will be doing a lot of other content related to Runar pretty soon. So please watch my channel and you will see the gameplay basics, game presentation, and my opinion about the game before the campaign launches. So thanks for watching and bye bye.